Today we are going to be talking discounts. Okay, in order to determine a discount, we are decreasing the original price. Okay, a discount is you paying less than what that ticket price is. So we're going to use a similar formula to what we were using for our tax and our markups and tips is instead we're going to be using, so our original price, we're subtracting our percent for the discount written as a decimal times that same original cost. And that is going to give us the total we're going to pay. Okay. So here we have 125 and we're going to subtract what 10% of that 125 is from that cost. And that's going to show us how much we are going to pay. Okay, so we have 125 minus 10% of 125. And that is going to be $12.5 or $12.50 is going to be how much our discount is. And then when we subtract those, our total is going to be $112.50. Do the same thing here with this for the number 2 for the shoes. So we have $60 minus 15% of that same $60. That's going to give you $9. So you are paying $9 less than the original. So your price is $51. Okay, several more just like that you can try. Okay, let's take a look at number 7. A fabric store is having a sale. Fleece fabric has an original price of $18. It is on sale for 30% off of that original price. Okay, so we're taking 30% of the 18 and subtracting that from that $18. All right, so that's $5.40 that we're saving. So we'll do 18 minus that price, and that's going to be $12.60 on the fleece fabric. Okay, per yard. Okay. Do the same thing for number 8 here. The original price of a snowblower is $950. Sign states that all snowblowers are 20% off. So we're going to subtract 20% of that $950 and then take that away from that original price. So $190 is that original or is that discount. And once we subtract these, we are going to pay $760 for a $950 blower. Okay, several more that you can try like that. All right, we're going to take a look at number 13. At the playground center, the Big Slide playground is on clearance for 25% off. There's an additional 10% off for customers paying with cash. If the playground originally cost $1,200, what is the final price? Now, you cannot just add these two percents together and get your final, okay? Because you're taking 10% off of the new price. Okay, so we have $1,200. Okay, and then we're taking the discount of this 25% of the 1,200. Okay, then once we get that, we are going to subtract. So we're going to do all this together first. Then we are going to subtract 10% of that new price. All right, so let's just do this part first here. So we're taking 25% of that 1,200. Okay, so that's going to be $300 off. So after the 25%, that's going to be $900 for the slide. Okay, then I am going to subtract 10% of that new $900. And that is going to give me a total of, so my additional savings is going to be $90. So I'm going to pay $810 instead of $900. Now, Let's take a look at what would have happened if we added those together. We would have done 1200 minus this 35 times 1200. Okay, so 1200. My savings would have been $420 instead. And so you would have gotten 780 as your price. So there's a difference. You're taking 10% off of that new price, an additional 10%, okay, from the price. All right. You're not taking 35% if you pay in cash. Does that make sense? Okay. So make sure that you do it in 2 steps. Okay. You have to use that new price when you're doing these. Okay. So let's do number 12 together and you guys can try number 14 on your own. During a clearance sale at a nursery, all plants were marked down 20%. On Saturday, an additional 10% is taken off the already reduced price. Okay, again, off the already reduced price. It's not now, it's 30%, right? So if the original price was $95.50 and we're taking 20% of that, the new price is going to be $76.40. Then we're taking 10%, we're subtracting 10% of that. Okay, and that's going to be $7.64. So we're doing the $76.40 minus $7.64, and that is going to be the new final is going to be $68.76. All right, you can try number 14 there on your own, or 2 more similar to that if you'd like some extra practice on that one. Gina received a 30% discount on a new pair of glasses. What is the sale price of the glasses was $49.95. What was the original price of the glasses? Okay, so now we kind of have to use our original problem here. So 0.3, we're going to plugging in all of the numbers. Now, I don't know the original price, so I'm using X as my variable there, equals, but I do know they told me the sale price is going to be $49.95. Okay, so in order to solve this, I need to combine my like terms here. So I'm going to subtract 0.35. Now, remember, there's an imaginary number here in front of X. It's 1. So 1x minus 0.3x, okay, that's going to give me 0.7x is equal to 49.95. Okay, now I am going to divide by 0.7 in order to figure out my new, or my original price rather. Okay, 49.95 times 0.7 is going to give me $71.36. So I did $49.95 divided by that 0.7, okay, in order to solve for X. So that told me X was $71.36. Okay, so that's the original price there. Okay, let's try another one just like that. Okay, Janelle had a 45% off coupon. Okay, the sale price was $115.25. So again, X minus 0.45X equals $115.25. Okay, same thing. I'm going to combine my like terms. 1 minus 0.45 is going to give me 0.55X equals this $115.25. Divide by 0.55 on both sides, and then we get 115.25 divided by 0.55, and that is going to give you an original price of $209.55. Okay, and you can double check your work here by plugging this back into the original. Okay, and then you can try 19 and 20 there on your own.